Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. Now listen here. Oh, it's been it's been a minute. It's been a couple almost a couple weeks since I uploaded my last video. Y'all, I be trying, but let me tell you, like, with my schedule and the work, the gym, the dog, then all of my other extracurricular activities, it's kind of hard for me to gauge where to, when I'm able to sit down like for an hour or 2 hours or sometimes 3 or 4 and watch a video, watch a episode, and then take down notes after watching it again, and then plan a live, make the thumbnail. It could be a lot. And I don't have the free time that I used to have when I started this when I was in college. But needless to say, y'all didn't come to hear my excuses. Y'all didn't come to hear about my complaints. Y'all came to hear about me reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac, and then me talking about Christian Keys, and then Jonathan Majors. Now, listen. I just want to start it off here. I am not enjoying this season of Real Housewives of Potomac. I think it's honestly terrible. It's deplorable. And I really don't want to continue to review it. I'm going to figure out if I'm going to review it after this episode, but I think you guys will see my level of irritation rise as I go through this interview. Not this interview, but through this review. Now let's get started. So we start off the episode basically getting ready to go to chicken bingo. Now I'm trying to figure out, when did the Real Housewives become like a scuttlebutt of tomfoolery? Like, this is supposed to be extra, the upper echelon. This is supposed to be like, the rich bitch. This is supposed to be something to where we feel like, man, that's something I would love to achieve, to afford one day. Why are y'all in Austin, Texas, of all places? And this is when you give free reins to a girl who used to sleep underneath, the bridge, the right to create trips. Ashley ain't got no class. Ashley don't have no decor. Ashley don't have no oomph to her. And when you do, like, when they got to the place, everybody is dressed in, like, gowns. Everybody is dressed in, fashions from head to toe, with the exception of Ashley and Gizelle, because Gizelle loves herself a bargain mart dress if there's not anything that we know, right? But everybody comes in dressed in, all of this designer. They looking good. And then when they walk in, it's like chickens everywhere, cages everywhere, like, doodle everywhere. And I'm gonna be like, what in the Appalachian Mountain? My cousin is my mom, banjo, cowboy boot, having, backwood stuff is going on here. Why are we doing this again? Especially for Karen's birthday, knowing that Karen is allergic to chicken. I don't know, child. But before we get there, we have to arrive first. So in two of the different, Sprinter vans, we have Karen, Robyn, Wendy, and Karen, Gizelle, Ashley, and Naka. Then in the other van, we have Wendy, Mia, Robyn, and Candace, right? Let me put my phone on silent, y'all. Like, so after that, we get into the whole conversation. Apparently, Robyn feels that Candace was saying that it's her fault that Juan had lost his job, which caused Robyn to be very emotional. And Robyn is sitting here doing her grandest, Karen impersonation, basically acting like she's never done anything to anybody. She hasn't done this, she hasn't done that, and how all you guys husbands talk about people, and my husband hasn't said anything about anybody. And I'm just like, when did you become the victim? Like, when did you become the victim of this situation? At the end of the day, everything that you're going through, you put somebody else through. How did y'all think Karen felt when y'all was roasting, her husband about their tax woes? How did you think Karen felt when you accused her husband of wanting Erica Lyles? How did you feel that Monique felt? How did you feel that Candace felt? How did you feel when, you called Wendy, loose last, the season before last? Like, you're not innocent at all. Everything that you're going through, you deserve to go through it. So as she begins to cry, she's sitting here saying that, people's husbands is doing stuff. And Wendy clocks in really easily. She says, my husband has never done anything to you. My husband has never said anything about none of y'all. But then Candace clocks her tea as well. And Candace was like, I'm not going to apologize for my husband defending himself from lying mother effers. And then, Robyn is saying, but I didn't do anything. I didn't have anything to do with that. And then Candace says, well, I'm not so sure of that. I don't know if you did or not. You were complicit in what she said. You definitely was a part of it. So then after that, Robyn goes on to say that, well, if you feel that way, you aren't, we aren't friends then. And my thing is this: why is it that when a point is raised to Robyn or Gizelle, they just want to shut the conversation down immediately? It's like you had nothing to say to that because it was true. Therefore, you want to end the conversation because at the end of the day, Robyn, you were complicit. You tried to start off being, neutral, leaning more towards Candace. But then when you got to watch what happens live, you was up here saying that Candace was over exaggerating when Gizelle is basically saying that her husband forced her to get into a room with him, a hotel room. You basically said that, at the reunion, oh, it's bad. Oh, can we just admit that it's wrong for a man to be in a hotel room with a single woman? You said all of these things. You could have just been quiet. You could have been like, you know what? I just want to stay out of that. That's between both of those ladies. I like both of them. I love both of them, and it is what it is. But you didn't do that. You spoke up for Gizelle and tried to claim that Candace was blowing things out of proportion when Gizelle is literally accusing her husband of being a predator, a deviant, an assaulter. You did that. So how in the world do you expect anybody to view you otherwise? Now, this is my issue with Candace. Candace started crying, y'all. She was crying in the car. She was crying inside of the chicken-ish. So when they went in, all of a sudden they all sit down. Robyn is visibly upset. Robyn is crying her eyes out like the man she is, like, Michael Jackson when he was looking at the man in the mirror. And then, Mia's trying to console her. Gizelle is asking what's wrong. Did Candace apologize? Like she was not your real friend. What kind of friend would do that? Candace, you are so emotional that you can't even clock what this lady is feeding the girl that you're actively wanting to repair a friendship with because you can't control your emotional intelligence. And that's what's irritating to me. If I decide to make a decision, I'm going to stand on it. If I decide to say something, I'm going to stand on it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to stand on it. You decided to get on social media. You decided to get in Twitter Spaces. You decided to go on podcasts. You decided to get on Twitter. You did all of those things knowing that after all of that, you still was going to want to be friends with Robyn. Why is that? If you knew after all of that you still wanted to be friends with her, then you shouldn't have did it. You should have just called her up, cussed her out, and just came on to the season and then addressed it then. But you didn't do that. You blasted her on social media, rightfully so. I'm not saying that you're wrong for that, but I'm saying that if you did that, how could you expect for your friendship to thrive, especially when they really didn't even like you that much anyway? This whole sister thing, this whole, Robyn was my sister, Robyn was this and Robyn was that. I don't even know how you were concluding that because Robyn has stabbed you plenty of times. She will never view you on the same level that she views Gizelle. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, is Candace dumb? Is Candace naive? Is Candace stupid? Because I just don't understand her thought process. When you decided to take all of those courses of actions after you found out that she hid her storyline, and then at the end of the season started to backstab you, say that you were over exaggerating, saying that she kind of could see where Gizelle was coming from, then you should have been prepared not to repair this friendship. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even want the friendship. I could never be friends with somebody who would go and kiki with somebody who tried to accuse my husband of, of sex, ex assault. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you even want to forge a friendship with this lady is crazy to me. Like, the only thing I would have for Robyn if I was Candace would be my ass to kiss. But obviously Candace is a different breed that I'm not. And I don't understand it. I don't get Candace's thought process. So Candace is crying. Candace is, weeping willows, doing all of these things. Everybody is so confused as to why Candace is crying, and so am I. Actually, I'm not confused because I know why Candace is crying. She's saying that, it's hard because she wants to be there for Robyn, but she can't. And my thing is this. Stand 10 toes down in your shit, Candace. Stand 10 toes down in it. Be real. If you know that this lady has something to do with your husband being accused of sexual assault and then like eventually losing his job over it, why would you even want to be friends with those women anyway? Why? What would you get out of that? You get what I'm saying? Like, what would you get out of that? Why would you even want to be friends with a woman who's literally best friends with a woman who tried to destroy your life, destroy your marriage, destroy your husband's well-being? Why is that? Are you that much of a pick-me? Are you that much of a, of an attention seeker? Are you that much of a desperate person who needs friendship? When you literally have Wendy right there, you and Wendy, if y'all just bounced off of each other's personalities, y'all can have a lot in common. Y'all could carry the show with Karen by yourselves, but you really want this friendship with Robyn. Robyn has never been your big sister. Robyn has never been the friend in your corner. Robyn has never been those things, because when the cameras come on, sweetie, in the confessional, she's reading you down. And anytime Gizelle has something to say against you, she's going to echo those same sentiments. She was never your friend. She was never impartial. And I know that you feel that because she supported you after Monique beat your ass, that means that she's your friend. But no, she didn't like Monique before that. So she was going to try to get Monique up out of here by any means necessary. I don't understand the thought process. It's annoying the shit out of me. And then we sit here and we have Gizelle talking about that's not what a real friend would do. What would you know about being a real friend, Gizelle? What, you don't even know about closures for your wig. You don't even know that you need to get the fluid off your ankles. You don't even know how to decompress your calves. You don't know anything about friendship, about biology, or about anatomy. So or wigs. I don't know why you even talking right now. Shut up. Nothing irritates me more than I don't like her. I do not like her, y'all. I do not like Gizelle. Gizelle is the worst form of human being I have ever come across. That's why your face will continue to sag into the cement until you do better by people. You are a terrible person. Gizelle is a terrible person. I'm sorry. And I hate to say stuff like that, but Gizelle is a terrible person and she deserves the worst. I'm just happy we've all managed all these episodes without Deborah's strong face. I would rather deal with Deborah than deal with Gizelle. At this point, I would take a Deborah over a Gizelle. Deborah can be easily tamed with a tranquilizer. A Gizelle is a Karen that likes to lie and point fingers and make herself the victim after she uses, dangerous rhetoric and defamatory statements and dangerous accusations against people. You can't be safe around a Gizelle. Okay? But Robyn walks out. Robyn, like, Robyn walks out, and then for some reason, Mia decides to follow behind her. Wendy asked the same question that I was wondering when I was like, well, why are you following me? What do you got to do with this? And you're not even cool with these people like that. You don't talk to them. Y'all are not. Mia is not friends with Robyn and Gizelle. They could give a damn about Mia. Nobody cares about Mia. Not the fans, not the people on the show, not the producers. Nobody. You should have just stayed in your seat. But of course you're not, because you want a moment, because you want to try to get in the drama, because you truthfully have nothing going on for yourself anyway. So you're also sitting here saying that Candace is trying to make it about herself. Thank God Candace has Wendy by her, because Wendy is the only one clocking the stuff that everybody's saying. I'm sitting here like, Candace, you can't even defend yourself right now because you are emotionally that distraught. You wanted this woman to be transparent about what was going on in her life. You wanted this woman to show what was going on in her life, and you're crying over it. I'm confused. I'm confused. I can't, y'all. I don't know if I can watch this no more. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really don't, because it's only gonna get worse from here. So Robyn decides to go outside. She walks outside. She says that she needs to be alone, right? Now, when she walks outside, Mia follows her. Gizelle follows her. Gizelle and Mia decide to have a conversation on the sidewalk, while Robyn is trying to do her best impression of "Before You Walk Out of My Life" music video by Monica. I was like, why are you on the steps? Why are you on the curb? Why? It's a bench right there. I was like, if you want to be Monica, just say that. But let's continue. So at this point, Gizelle is having a conversation with Mia, basically talking about, I couldn't even stomach being at the table with that bitch. I can't stand that bitch. I was like, you saying a lot of bitches. You saying a lot of stuff in these scenes, but anytime your ass has to be held to task at these reunions, you have nothing to say. You are so trash, Gizelle, because you really have it rewired in your mind to make you believe that you're the victim in all of this. Or is it that you feel so emboldened in your colorism and you being treated like your shit doesn't stink all of these years of your life, that how dare somebody have something to say back to me when I do something to them? How dare you rebuff me when I accuse you? How dare you say anything to me or do anything to me? You don't give a damn about what's going on with Candace and Robyn. All you want to do is destroy that friendship because you hate Candace. You want her off of the show because Candace pulled your colorist card. Candace pulled the card that lets everybody know that Gizelle thinks that she's better than these dark-skinned women, and that how dare they defend themselves? How dare they have something to say when I decide to come at them verbally, and you're mad about it? That's what it is. That's why you're so upset. And we'll get more into that as the episode progresses. But Gizelle, you and these stovepipe legs, I know that them heels was leaning. I know that those heels was hurting. I know that those heels was screaming. Y'all remember the I don't even know if it's safe to say the man name. Tyler Perry, the Tyler Perry play. Y'all remember if y'all ever go to the bloopers of the class reunion play, and it's that girl walking in that cow suit. She's not dressed like a cow, but the print is cow. And every single time she walks, it's like a little oink that goes on. And every single time Gizelle walked, all I could think of was an oink. I was like, wow, baby, she got the legs. She got the legs of one of them ladies on the 600-pound life. Gizelle's legs look like they just retain all the water in her body. Gizelle's legs was taking all the moisture out of her face and causing her face to sag like that. You did not get a notification. I know. It's because I did this. I didn't schedule this live. This was a immediate live. This live I just whipped up real quick. Y'all asked for me, bitch, I'm here. That's what y'all wanted. That's what I'm giving y'all. Y'all said what y'all said. Y'all had sounded off in the comment section of the post that I made on the community wall. And I just came off work, hopped on this hoe, and decided to give y'all the business. Okay. So let's continue. So at this point, Robyn is like, I didn't do anything to anybody, and I don't really know what's going on, and I'm tired of being a punching bag, and everybody just taking stuff out on me, and just it's just like blah 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 blah. I'm the victim. Woe is me. All of this, nobody gives a shit at all, Robyn. We don't feel sorry for you. Actually, we want you off of the show. It's so funny how the moment that people put pressure on your marriage, that people put pressure on your life, that people put pressure on you, you break. You break. But you have no problem reveling in the misery and the pain that you cause other people. How dare you? How dare that you feel that you deserve some type of grace when you offer none. You offer no grace. You offer no understanding. You offer none of these things. So in return, you don't get it. You deserve every single thing that you're getting. And I hope Gizelle gets it too. But unfortunately, Gizelle doesn't have anybody in her life who really loves her romantically. So we probably won't even have that. But let's continue. So she gets up after doing her Monica, before you walk out of my life impersonation. She walks, they call her an Uber. She leaves, right? Ashley comes out, tries to see and check on her, make sure she okay. Shut up, Ashley. I want Ashley off of the show, y'all. I want Ashley off of the show. Ashley has nothing to offer us anymore. You don't offer us elegance. You don't offer us sophistication. You don't offer us relative, relatability. You don't offer us anything. You don't offer us transparency, truths, anything. The only thing that you do on this show is lie and stir up mess. And you use xenophobia to do it. You deserve to leave. You need to get voted off the island too. You and Robyn need to go. And Gizelle. Both of you clear-skinned hussies need to leave immediately. We don't want anything to do with none of y'all anymore. Give me a second, y'all. My blood pressure going up. Who I can't stand these hoochies. Now let's continue. Now, as they're getting ready to leave, Candace, Wendy go outside with Karen, right? They're trying to console Candace. Candace is crying. Candace can't hold it together. Candace is, weeping willows. And, Wendy is saying, you already know what this is. But if you love her enough and you want your friendship, then it can be fixed. But get yourself together. Like, Karen is trying to speak life into their friendship, between, Robyn and Candace saying there's nothing else to be said. There's nothing, to do. There's nothing more of this friendship. Everything that can be said has been said. Okay, then if that's the case, then why are we even doing this? Why are we crying? Why are we blubbering outside? Why are we doing any of this? I was like, ugh, I cannot. This is so annoying. Get the fuck away from me, Candace. I was like, get away from me. Get away from me. The sight of her was literally irritating me this episode, y'all. And I'm a Candace stan. That's crazy. I'm a Candace and Wendy stan. But Candace was on my last nerves this video. Like I said, Candace, if you bold enough to get on social media and talk about a bitch, then stand 10 toes down when you see her in person. Don't be trying to act like y'all friends. Have that same animosity that you had on social media to her in her face and clock her for what you feel. You haven't given her none of the energy that you felt on Twitter, on social media, in person, and it really makes me look at you sideways. I don't really know how to take that. Stand on it. Next, let's go to the next scene. So now we are in the The hotel. Everybody's in the hotel room. Everybody's talking to their husband, their family, their uncle, their brother, who cares? Karen gets a call from her brother. The brother sings her, happy birthday. Love that, Karen. Love that for you. Happy birthday. 60 is an age I hope I'll reach one day. A lot of us is dropping like flies at young ages. I hope I'm not one of them. So good. So kudos to you, Karen, and much more life. I hope much more life for you ahead. Okay. Candace is talking about how she's so emotionally drained. Candace is talking about how she doesn't know how she's gonna process. Her husband just says, just try to have fun tomorrow. Mia's talking to her man, and then once again we see Naka and this Naka, you are a whole lawyer. You got $2 million. You got a $2 million house. Your parents is filthy rich. You said you're a rich bitch and your daddy a rich bitch too. Why can't you get rich bitch wigs? She was in that bathroom trying to straighten that wig and it was not budging. And that's what happens when you try to straighten a synthetic wig. It don't move, Naka. You ain't fooling none of us. I know Synthetic Keisha when I see her. See, you can't be claiming that you're a rich bitch with cheap wigs. It don't go like that. See, you got to be rich from head to toe. See, from the neck down, you are rich, See, from the neck down, you rich, You have expensive clothes that may be a little bit, gaudy and tacky, yes. But see, from the neck up, the foundation is not matching the neck. The hair got a bump in the back. The wig not laying down flat. It's a lot that to be wanted. You have so many things to focus on, Naka, but for some reason you decide to want to focus on Wendy. You sitting here trying to claim that Wendy is manipulating Candace when you just got here. You don't even know these ladies. And you trying to sit here and claim that Wendy is some type of Xavier from the X-Men. She's not manipulating nobody. Hush. And go to Sephora or Ulta and talk to one of the consultants to try to find a foundation that matches the neck. You see how this matches this right here. You see these two are the same color. That's what you need to be bringing to each episode, Naka. Because once again, your neck is giving Petey Pablo, but your face is giving Ashanti, and those are two different artists, two different shades, two different genders, and your neck is giving me the same energy, and it's confusing me. You sitting here in these wigs that don't straighten. The wig looked like it was pissed off. I can't. I can't. I can't. But let's continue. So now we're in Karen's room. Y'all, this scene is gonna really cause my blood to boil. Okay. So we're in Karen's room. Karen gets a knock at the door. It's Gizelle. Gizelle sings happy birthday to her and, give her some hotel treats and stuff like that she got the concierge downstairs, like the cheap bitch that she is. But then what they do next, they give me this. You are always on some bullshit, Michael. Damn. So like I was saying, they sit down. And Gizelle says, Karen, I know, you want everybody in this, in our friendship circle to have a good relationship. I know you want that. I know you want us to all mend fences. But I want you to know that there's nothing that me and Candace will ever be able to mend. There's no moving forward between me and Candace. And this is when she alleges that it's all Candace's fault that she's getting death threats. It's all Candace's fault that she is being accused of treating people according to the color of their skin. It's all Candace's fault. And y'all grand dame is sitting here saying, wow, I had no idea you were getting death threats. I had no idea. I completely understand it. And I'm sorry. She said that she was sorry like 3 to 4 times. And I was like, wow. I was like, wow. Not she came to you as a fellow light-skinned woman and you were able to to empathize. Not she came to you light-skinned to light-skinned and you was like, girl, I get it. I get it. As light-skinned bitches, motherfuckers is always coming to us with bullshit, but you get my empathy. And y'all was so disgusted. I don't like Gizelle. And I think that Gizelle is such a horrible person. For you to even try to paint it as what you're receiving is Candace's fault is crazy. It's your fault for lying. It's your fault for creating false allegations against people that can ruin their lives. It's your fault for treating coincidentally all the dark-skinned women, all the brown-skinned women on the show differently than you treat yourself or treat others, holding them for you to feel that you can do things, that you can say things, that you can act a certain way. And it's okay. But when these two dark-skinned women do that, they're wrong, they're aggressive, they're all of these things. You created this atmosphere, but it's their fault. Y'all, I don't think I can do this no more. I don't. I'm trying, but I have nothing else to give this. Let's move on. So that's all I really had to tell y'all. That's all I really had for Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't have the energy, the disgust that I have for Gizelle and Ashley and Robyn. I can't. Robyn got cussed out by her man. Are we surprised? Her man don't like her. Her man really don't love her. I really don't know why she's in a relationship. It's quite strange. It's nothing else for me to really give. Okay. But let's move on. Let's talk about Christian Keys, okay? So for those of y'all who don't know, Christian Keys is a Tyler Perry actor. I don't want to call it like say, well, he's an actor, period. But I'm saying a lot of his stuff was on Tyler Perry, productions. The first time I came into contact with Christian Keys, it was watching Madea Goes to Jail, the play. Okay, while laying on your cross. I would never forget when I first seen Christian Keys. I was like, that man fine. That's a fine man. If fine was in a dictionary, Christian Keys would be right next to it. Okay, that's what it is. But Christian Keys came out a few days ago or last week. I think it was last week, and he did like this explosive video where he claimed that there was 2 billionaires, one of them that's a recognizable voice in the Black community, one of them who just had a documentary. He was giving out all of these descriptions that just so happened to fit all the narratives that Tyler Perry does. Now, I want to say this. I 100% believe that Christian Keys had to deal with people trying to sexually take advantage of him. I 100% believe that. None of that escapes me, right? And I hope that he gets the help and the justice that he deserves. However, my question is, what is the motivation behind this? You're not naming nobody. And truth be told, you don't have to name nobody. But you did a good description of giving somebody who fits all of Tyler Perry's, specifications. However, you end up liking a tweet saying that it's not Tyler Perry. And if it's not Tyler Perry, then who the hell else could it be? And my thing is this. If you've been back, and then y'all, hold on. Let me pull it up for y'all. Okay? Give me a second, because I just want y'all to see what I'm seeing. Okay, so let me pull it up for y'all. We gonna do what we need to do. We gonna live a good life. All right. Let me scroll down. Give me 1 second. All right. So let me share my screen, y'all. I share this window. Showing the stream. Okay. And I want y'all to see this. Okay. Actually, I'll do it like this. Or maybe like this. Okay, yeah. I think that's better. So if y'all can see this, this says Christian Keys likes tweet defending Tyler Perry. I don't believe it was TP, right? And the tweet is saying watching Christian Keys and can tell he is clearly a victim. Only $3,000 to his name and violated by a gay billionaire. And no, I don't believe it was TP. I wish Christian would have taken action. That man will still have his money, a good name, and Christian will remain the same, broken. So my question is this, and then let's go, like, it was another tweet, well, he commented, right? And, Christian Keys stopped by the neighborhood to say the person he's referring to would break our hearts. So Christian Keys comments and he says, look side to side eyes. If I say who it is, it will break y'all hearts. Christian, I promise you, sweetie, it won't break my heart. What will break my heart is somebody playing around. What are you trying to ascertain? What are you trying to gain from this? Because if you truthfully was in fear for your life, like you said that you were, I would just imagine that you would move differently. To me, it would make more sense to name the person that I feel will possibly threaten my life. So I say, if something happens to me, it's this person. So therefore, if something happens to me, I can immediately go to the person, who's named. You sitting here not naming nobody. You sitting here playing these games on social media, putting emojis and shit, and I'm confused. Because if it's not Tyler Perry, then it will really be big of you, and not even big of you. You really need to say that that's not that man. If that's not him, if it is him, then you need to say who is not. Say who is not, because a lot of people are getting their names thrown into this, and you're just not saying anything on social media. We have not seen a police report filed, a lawsuit filed. All we've seen is you basically talk about this and not use any names on social media, and basically cause the internet to go into an uproar. Now, do I believe that something happened to Christian? Yes. Now, however, do I believe that Christian, now y'all probably are gonna look at me a little bit sideways. Do I believe that Christian Keys knows that he's fine? Yeah. Do I believe Christian Keys knows that his looks can get him into doors and get him things that he wants? Probably and absolutely. I know so many straight people, especially on Twitter right now, who gay baits and does all of these things to get the attention and the money from gay men, but have no intentions on getting with actual gay men. And it's not wrong. It's like, hey, get your money how you see fit. But those type of things could bring you into a situation where somebody has comfortability and belief that they can touch you or do certain things to you. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened to Christian Keys. But I'm saying that I don't believe that that's out of the question. I believe that there's something missing here. Why are we not mentioning names? Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us when you should be telling the police? Why are you telling us when you could go to the courthouse and go sue somebody and get the money that you deserve? It's almost to me, and I'm just gonna say this myself. It's almost to me as if what he's doing is sounding off to call out somebody so that they can hit him up and pay him a lump sum of cash. And if you've been assaulted, hey, I believe you deserve all of the money that you deserve. As much as you want to ask for, you deserve it. Because nobody deserves to have their bodies, violated. Nobody deserves to be assaulted. Nobody deserves those things, right? But you need to say who is not. You need to sound off on who is not. There's people being named, and you're playing around on social media telling us that it won't break my heart because I don't worship you bitches. I mean, you're not a bitch, but I'm saying I don't worship y'all. I don't put my life into somebody else. I don't put idolization into other people. So therefore, when something does happen that they've done, it's not going to break my heart. I'm going to be disappointed, but so is life. But what you're doing is dangerous, Christian. Now, I'm not saying that you have to name who it is, but you definitely should say who is not, because a lot of people are pointing at Tyler Perry. And if it's not Tyler Perry, then you need to say that. You playfully liking tweets, commenting emojis underneath the shade room and the neighborhood talk, alluding the stuff is not a good look. It's not. And you are possibly putting people's whole career, lives at risk when you do that. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Christian, y'all. But it can be Ruth. He still works with Tyler Perry, so it can't be him. He literally said that on stage, on set, actively on set, that the person would come and try to intimidate him and play in his face. So he just stays in his dressing room. That's what he said. So he's saying that the person who this is a billionaire. The person makes movies, TV shows, had a documentary come out recently. Who else could fit that description? Who else is doing this? Who else could walk on a Tyler Perry set that's a billionaire, makes movies, and is well known in the Black community by The Voice? Who else? Who else could it be? Who else could it be? And I'm saying, you're liking this tweet saying that it's not Tyler Perry, but every single description that you gave is Tyler Perry. And if it's not him, then you should say who it is not and move on. And go forth with what you want to do with this situation, what you want to do with this case, what you want to do with the violation that you feel. But sitting here playing online games is giving me attention seeking and money grabs. And if you want to grab money, that's fine, but don't attention seek with it. Y'all saw Cassie? Cassie didn't say nothing. Cassie went into the court. Cassie put in her statement. Cassie subsequently got $109 million allegedly. She wasn't online doing, liking tweets, playing social media games, telling us if he was to say who it was, it will break our hearts. She wasn't doing any of that. She got her justice, and she sought it and she got it. But I don't know what this man is doing. I don't know what he's trying to gain with this. Oprah. I mean, it could be not Oprah. Honestly, I think if it was Oprah, he would be okay with that. You know, Christian Keys look like the type to try to go after women with money. I ain't gonna lie. You know, so it's strange. This all is strange because I'm just trying to understand his actions. You say that you have a recording of this person. You say that you have recording of this person, offering you $100,000, to get undressed. You say that you have this and you sent it to all your family members in case something happens to you. But you don't go to the police if you feel that your life is in danger. I don't get it, y'all. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to victim blame. I'm not trying to shame this man. I'm not trying to do any of this. Like, I 100% believe that people have tried to take advantage of him. I can't say who I believe tried to take advantage of him. So I can only say people, y'all. And that's only because he won't give a name or say who it is not. So I believe people have tried to take advantage of him in the past. They probably try a lot of men in this industry and try to get them to bend over or put it inside of somebody. I don't I don't deny that that's a possibility. I believe this man 100%. However, I do not believe that you curled up in the bed crying over it. I don't believe that you're so emotionally distraught over it. I do not believe these things. I don't believe that portion. I believe that you want to hit a lick. I hope it. I would hope that it's not either. Skong Evans. I would hope it's not, but the description that he's giving me makes me believe that it is. And if it is, I wouldn't be surprised either. I would hope not, because that would be disappointing. But at the end of the day, that's the description that we're getting. So I don't know what else to believe at this point. So Christian Keys, if you're not going to name the person, then you should definitely say who it is not. And if it's not Tyler Perry, then you should definitely say that, because a lot of people have been in the comment section saying Tyler Perry, and in the lives that you did, they were saying Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry just came out with a documentary, and if it's not him and you're allowing everybody to say that it's him, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's messed up. I'm just gonna be real about that. That's fucked up. And it gives attention seeking and money grabs. We have not seen a police report be filed. We have not seen a lawsuit be filed. We have not seen any of these things be filed. Why? If there was a police report, we would have seen it. If there was a lawsuit, we would have saw it. What is it? What are you gaining out of this? What are you trying to do? Why aren't you trying to go seek the justice monetarily or justice-wise criminally that you deserve? What do you gain out of this? I mean, and what you're saying is not a surprise to anybody. Do you not think that we don't know that 99% of these men have to bend over to get success? Do you not think that we know that a lot of these CEOs and honchos of these companies are out here doing disgusting stuff? Do you not think that we know that? So I'm saying, is it really brave? Because what difference is it going to make? Because it's not going to change anything. All I'm saying, you deserve to go get justice, so go get it. But playing on social media and doing all of this stuff is not going to work. And it makes me question your motives. And I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to question your motives. And like I said, y'all, I don't believe that he has to name the person, but at least say who it is not. If it's not Tyler Perry, be like, man, it ain't no Tyler Perry. Me and him is homeboys, man. He would never do that. But anyway, let's move on. That's all I have to say about that one. So, y'all, Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors, y'all. Whoo, where can I start, child? Where can I start now? I never commented on this because I really wanted to see where this was gonna go. You know, I really wanted to see the evidence, and I really wanted to see Michael, get down, buddy, get down. Thank you. All right, I really wanted to see the evidence come out. I really wanted to objectively look at it, right? Although I try to always believe women when they say that they are abused until I see otherwise, right? But there were several things about this case that I did not like. Let's get started at Megan Good. Now, a lot of y'all think that a lot of y'all thinks that Jonathan Majors is attractive. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because some people could probably think I'm ugly as hell, and that, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. It's whatever. But a lot of y'all had a lot of sexual attraction to this man. A lot of y'all felt that, y'all could be his black queen. A lot of y'all felt that way. Come to find out, this man is not only accused of assaulting a woman physically, but he's also on a recording telling her that she needs to act like Coretta Scott King. Coretta Scott King. Michelle Obama. He wants this white woman to embody all of the black women who he don't want to date. Oh my God. So he wants the he wants the white woman. He wanted the white woman. He wanted the white woman to sacrifice herself like the black women have for the black man. Y'all see how they think about y'all? Y'all see how they think about y'all? Do y'all see? Sacrifice. And then in the in the recording, y'all, this man is saying, and I'm a good man. Well, I am gonna be a good man. I need somebody to support me like Michelle Obama. He's basically saying that he ain't shit right now, but eventually he will be. But in order to get that way, he needs his wife to embody Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King, in Rosa Parks, and be the black queen that he will not date in real life. I'm weak. Okay, so then after all of that said, after all of that, you magically get with Megan Good, and she popping up at every single one of your court dates. Y'all got this like, y'all really got this nigga thinking that y'all really got this man thinking that he a civil rights activist. His whole life, like, y'all, this man whole embodied, he want to be a slave. He want to be a freed slave so bad. He want to be a 1968, civil rights activist so bad. He looked like he just escaped the plantation. He acts like he just escaped the plantation. And that video that he was in, let's get to it. Y'all, hold on. Let me grab the video, child. Because I can't. I can't. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, child. Because Jonathan Majors, you, sir, are a clown. And I'm sorry. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all. It's time to divest. It's time to divest. It's time to divest, black women. It's time to divest. Go. You better go get you a Sean or a Brooke, or or a little Mendez, or a little Chung or Ching. Y'all better stop playing. Go get you one of them men, cause let me tell you something. The way that these Jonathan Majors dudes out here playing is gonna land you in some hurt. But let's continue. I'm looking for the video of him running down that street, y'all. That man took off like he was an extra on 12 Years a Slave. Baby, if Jonathan Majors don't embody Frederick Douglass, I don't know something. Let me see. I'm looking, y'all. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. I can't find it. I'm looking for it. You know what I wish that Instagram allowed you to do, y'all? I wish that Instagram allowed us to just, like, when we're on somebody's page, we can search a specific word and it'll bring up any of the posts with that word in it. That would be a really good software development, right? All right, here we go. I found it. Child, I cannot. All right, let's do this. Y'all ready? I know I am. All right, let me show on screen, child. We don't want to talk about that, man. All right, so we see Jonathan Majors basically getting it, getting out of, I don't know, like getting out of the car or trying to put her into the car. Y'all, why is this man running like that? Like, why? She is chasing him. Why is he running? Y'all, this man is running like he's a freed slave. Like he is running to freedom. Y'all, what is going on? Why is he sprinting like this? Why is he running like that? Why is she chasing after him like this? I'm so confused. Y'all, this man want to be a slave. Like this man ran, how much stamina does does Jonathan Majors have? So y'all, point blank, he's been dating all of these white women. He's been dating all of these white women secretively. He's sitting here talking about that she's Coretta Scott King, that they that him and his white woman were people have seen them in photos together. We never seen you in a photo with that lady. We didn't even know y'all we didn't even know you had a white woman. And you knew to keep it hush hush. That's why you did that. Because you know that a lot of your profit, a lot of your dollars come off the back of black women who are attracted to you and look at you as some type of Greek god. That's why this woman was not known about. So we did not know who Grace was. We didn't know who no damn Grace was. We did not know that you was with a Grace. Jonathan, why you trying to sit here and make this white woman sacrifice herself like you feel black women do? And y'all see how he thinks about y'all? Y'all see how he thinks about y'all? He believes that y'all sacrifice yourselves for him. He believes that black women will lay themselves down for the dream of the black man. And I had no idea they were engaged. Nobody even knew about this woman. And after all of that, you secretly dating this white woman, right? In the moment that you possibly have abused her and she went to go call the cops on you because she's not like these other black women who you expect to take the abuse. You bring Megan Good out of her whole activity, clink her down into a relationship and drag her into the courtroom. For all this shit, I was like, for all this shit, you could have stayed with the pastor. I was like, you could have stayed with the pastor for all of this, Megan. He looked better. He treated you better. He wasn't accused of beating no woman's ass. He wasn't threatening to off himself for no white woman. But he decides to walk into every single one of these courtrooms with Megan Good, showing all y'all, I got a black woman by my side. Only in the times that I'm in danger of my freedom, only in the times that white women and white people turn against me, that's when I'm going to bring my black woman out. Because I'm a black king. Megan Good is going to be my Coretta Scott. Megan Good is going to be my Michelle Obama. Megan Good is going to be my Rosa Parks. Because this white hoe couldn't be. That's what he said. Ooh, and you would expect, being in, Megan Good's older age, because a lot of y'all, let's be real, Megan Good is in about a hop skip about to be 50. She looked good though, but you would expect Megan to be able to choose better for herself. Why would you even want to interlace yourself with somebody who has that rhetoric to even believe a black woman will sacrifice herself for the man, meaning that you'll have to put your life down for me. You'll have to sacrifice everything that you want for me. You will have to lay down your happiness for mine. You'll have to do all of these things. Why would this even be a man that you want to be with? A man who's been accused of beating a woman. Unless, Megan, you were one of the hoes that was texting him that Grace was upset about. I don't put it past Megan. I don't have high hopes for Megan. Megan has always given me, a chicken head mentality. Maybe the D has her. I don't think it's the D at all. I really don't. Or it could be. It could be. I mean, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It could be for attention. It could be a PR stunt. It could be a whole lot of things. But at the end of the day, Megan, run. Run, Megan. Run, Megan. This is not good, Megan. Run. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm, Megan. Mm-mm, Megan. You should run. This man ain't no good. He crazy. He's literally in the text with the white woman talking about he's going to off himself over her. Why are you with this man? And then this man talking about their relationship is as strong as ever. Has gotten stronger since his domestic violence case against this white woman. Ooh, Jonathan, you ain't shit. I promise you really not. Y'all, but he's been found guilty on 2 counts of assault with negligence, right? So he was charged, because they feel that, he didn't purposefully try to harm her, harm this woman, but he probably accidentally got physical with her, trying to put her into the car and possibly hurt her, ripped her ear, broke her finger, all of those things. And a lot of y'all thinking, well, if you have his phone, that's self-defense. I'm sorry, y'all, but I know y'all like to put y'all capes on for black men, even though they don't never do that for y'all. I really don't know why y'all do that. I'm still trying to understand. Still trying to get that. Don't really understand it, but hey. But I don't think that if your girlfriend sees you texting a hoe and decides to look through your phone, that means that therefore she should get her ass beat. White or not. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. Maybe I was raised differently. I don't think it's self-defense. I don't feel those things, and I don't feel that Jonathan Majors has been proven innocent of anything. All of this is still in the air. Yeah, it was hard to kind of see what, kind of like prove it. Yeah, it was hard to prove it. I'll give y'all that. But to me, he exhibits a lot of narcissist and abusive behavior, and you could tell that by the text messages. I'm not going to read the text messages here, however, but you could tell by the text messages, by the way he was handling her, all of those things. Jonathan Majors has been now fired from Marvel and Disney. He's lost a lot. And his sentencing would be in February. And all I can say was, Megan, baby, I hope you enjoy the ride, because you're gonna be you up for a good ride. It's the one saying y'all gonna learn to stop messing with these white women as that, and that's another thing. That's another thing. What are you hoes saying? What are you hoes really saying when y'all say that? Y'all saying, well, he should have been with a black woman because if you beat a black woman ass, she ain't gonna say nothing because she knows to protect her man. What? And this is what he believes, because in the text messages, y'all, that they had showed in court, right? They had prior altercations where her head was lumped up. She needed an ambulance. She needed some pain medication, and he told her that he doesn't think it's in her best interest to go because they're gonna be asking questions about how she get hurt. And she's so manipulated and in an abusive relationship that she's saying, okay, I'll just drink some Robitussin for the pain. Meanwhile, her head knocking like a rock in the boots. What? So not only are you gonna be facially challenged, Jonathan, but you also gonna have a nasty attitude and be abusive. You can't struggle in all of those aspects, Jonathan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. She sees her godfather, Jim Brown, in Majors. They actually look alike. That is disgusting. I think that's kind of weird. But yeah, a lot of them expect black women. A lot of black men expect that from y'all. And y'all give it to them, though. Y'all will sit here, allow yourselves to be abused and manipulated by this man, and underneath this pick me energy and the misogyny and the patriarchy that's been established all over the years, you will allow yourself to be the footstool of a man who could literally give a fuck about lifting you up. Why is that? The fact that there's black women saying that, oh, if he was with a black woman, this wouldn't happen. So you saying if he was with a black woman, he wouldn't be abusive? I'm sorry, sis, but I'm sorry to confuse you. But a lot of y'all get with men that has mental issues, trauma, and all of these things because y'all want to save a bitch, and y'all end up being one of their casualties. How many black women do we see getting unalived? How many black women do we see getting stalked? Always have to get a protection letter. All of these things because y'all want to save somebody. Save yourself. And I really hate that rhetoric that, oh, if you was with a black woman wouldn't do this. Bullshit. Bullshit. None of y'all should feel that way. None of y'all should feel that if this man was with y'all, he wouldn't be in any trouble. He would still be beating your ass. But you just wouldn't be going to the cops? Why? Why would you protect somebody that's abusing you? Why would you defend somebody that's abusing you? Why would you protect somebody who has no protection to give to you? Why would you do that? And just because Coretta Scott King did it doesn't make it okay. Just because Michelle Obama, we don't know what Michelle Obama went through. Michelle Obama is powerful and smart in her own right. And if anything, Obama knew better. Now, Martin Luther King had Coretta Scott King crying in a car. And we know that through history, right? Because y'all, I don't know if y'all know that, but he was fucking a lot of these hoes. White hoes, to be exact. And possibly, other genders. Can't really say. It's all, that's all, hearsay, alleged. But a lot of y'all feel that Black women should sacrifice their happiness for everybody else, and I don't believe that. And I really want that to end. Sacrificing yourselves gives you nothing in return. How many times do y'all have to learn? How many times do we have to go through the same story over and over and over again? It's repetitious at this point. So no. If Mr. Jonathan Majors, if Mr. Jonathan Frederick Douglass Energy Majors was with a Black woman, I still believe his ass would still be in the same predicament. And I will hope that he would be. I will hope that if he does get with a Black woman, Megan, that if he does something to you and he abuses you, you don't try to conceal it to protect him after he whoops your ass. So that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it, y'all. I think that's all I really had to talk about today. Is there anything else y'all want me to talk about? I hit Real Housewives of Potomac. I hit Christian Keys, Jonathan Majors. I feel like I did my due deals. I feel like I did what I said I was gonna do. Right? I held my end of the bargain. Like a lot of these women, Coretta was turning a blind eye. Michelle gives me, she fought back if she didn't do the knocking upside. Yeah, Michelle look like she'll go upside your head. Michelle look like, I dare you. I dare you to try it. I dare you to. I dare you to try it. But a lot of women from back in the past, they had no choice. They had no choice. The patriarchy was so strong, it was no rights for them barely. They needed a man. They needed a man financially. It wasn't so long ago that y'all were that women were allowed to have bank accounts on their own to be able to divorce their husband. It's a reason why these women were putting up with the shit. Trust me, if social media was around back in the day, freedom of speech in totality that we have now, equal opportunity jobs, women being able to have checks, own companies, all of that shit, it would be the same shit we going through now back then. But the only difference is women were oppressed back then, which is why they stayed with their man, because they had no choice. It was no other outlet for them to go to. They had to stay. So stop saying y'all want a marriage like y'all great grandparents. You're like back in the day, because great granddaddy had 5 motherfucking families around the city, and your grandmama, great grandmama, was in the motherfucking house in the shack cooking okra, hating her life, but with no way to escape because of circumstances of the times. So no. Now, I'm not saying all the relationships were like that, but a good percentage of them were. Let's not try to act like we don't understand the nuance here. But I'm hungry. I just got off work not too long ago. It's my off day for the gym, so I'm about to eat me a little food, and I'm about to watch me some anime, read me a little bit of manga, and I'm about to lay my ass down. I appreciate all of y'all for, for coming through. I hope that you guys appreciate, my content. I plan to try to crank out even more because y'all said I don't have to do Real Housewives of Potomac reviews no more. So I'm happy because I don't want to review it no more. I don't. So now I'm just going to include Real Housewives of Potomac and, with other stuff. I'm just going to be speaking on little aspects of it here and there, but I'm not going to do full reviews of that show no more, y'all. I can't. I don't have it in me. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to tell y'all one thing, and y'all already know what I'm going to say because I try to say it every time. I want you guys to know that all of you guys are important. All of you guys have a purpose here. All of you guys are meant to be here. And if nobody told you today you were loved, I love you. And if you didn't know that, well, you know it today, right? And if you need a hug, come and give Jeremy some love. I love you. Okay? And you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all night, evening, day, wherever you at. Because I saw one of y'all in the Bahamas. Okay? And I'll plan on doing the same. Okay, y'all? Peace. All right? So make sure y'all like my content. Okay? All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Justin, turn me up a little bit.